Let's bring up the chat. Expand chat. Yeah. Hi everyone. Okay. Thanks, Happy Pound for. I'm a new student, Beta Chess. Okay, Beta Chess. Good to see you. Today's topic review of the tournament games, right? Tournament games. So yeah, thanks. I was very lucky, Happy Pond. Nice to see everyone in Young Gel. I say the same. So feel free to tell me which games to look at. Okay, I was not there. Racer Bill, Racer has a game. Okay, Racer, I'm going for your game instantly. You give me just 1 minute, I'll bring it up. And please remember, when we are talking about games, the games to be reviewed. Uh, the more, what can I say? The more tension, the better. Easy wins, blunders, and so on. Uh, these are not that interesting, okay? These are not that interesting. I'm trying to write, but it takes long time on my side. What's going on here? Strange. So, the more complex the game, the better, no? Think of that when you... Oh, I know why it's taking time on my side. It's because of chess.com. Aha, great place, chess.com, of course. I'm fetching the game right now, downloading the game. Okay, I think I'm done. Don't review my games. Coach is lagging. Yeah, I think it happened because of, some problem on another platform. Anyway, here we go. I'm choosing the PGN file. I'm bringing up the game that my games are always up and down. Don't worry. Yeah. Anyway, that's how we learn, right? We have Ryan versus Racer. Now, today, first game to look at Ryan versus Racer. So Ryan played in the setup with F3 and G4. You all remember this was Sarana's idea, right? Early F3 and G4. You all remember the story, right? We said that Magnus Carlsen had played H5, but then Sarana traded off the bishop, I think. He did something like that, and later on he went for the other plan with the Botvinnik center, right? You remember that? It was Sarana, H5 became the weakness, exactly. Sarana versus Carlsen. Not often Magnus Carlsen loses a game, but that actually happened in this line. Anyway, this is how Racer played. Simply bishop d6 and g4. Aha, now if bishop takes, there is pawn takes, and there is some issue with f5 gaining space. So Racer played bishop g6. I also played with Brian like this, by the way. I also had a game similar to this. But I think I went the other way to e6, not because of some scientific investigation. No, I just thought the bishop was better there. I thought Ryan would chase my bishop and so on. But never mind. This is how the game went. Knight e2, so that we can take back with a knight. Castles by Racer. Wow, brave choice, Racer, brave choice. But I guess it's okay. H4, I would have played the same, and H5. So finally, black holds up the white advance. There was G5, bishop takes, and we take back with a knight. So I'm convinced that white should be a little better here. But of course, it's fairly playable. Here you played bishop d3, Brian. This looks like it's a normal move, right, Brian? I don't know if that's making sense here. I'm still wondering when I can take on g6, right? Yeah, exactly. Like could you take here also maybe and target this pawn? If you played like f4, for instance, how can black fight against this pawn structure if we later on put the king on f2 and send the pieces like that? Or bishop d3, says Racer. Oh, only Racer was talking about this. So, I don't know if you're here, Brian, but if you're here, we are thinking that maybe you could have considered to take, right? The way you played, I think you made it easier. Bishop takes and g6. I think Racer got away with this. It looks pretty now on the king side. By the way, knight takes d6. You must have thought about that, or what? What happens here? At least you can take, and then I don't know what you do after taking now, but you could certainly take and come back, right? We don't mate him instantly, I think, but you have 3 pawns already. Looks very strong for white. I don't know exactly what would be the best move here. Wow, many moves come to mind for white. I mean, it's also depending of where would you like to have the king. Winning. Oh, everybody's saying winning. I don't know. G6, I go queen e7. I put the queen there. Oh, you want to play? No, you can't play like that, right? No, sorry. That's makes no sense at all. F4 maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's like that fast to win from here. But yeah, what would you play here? I'm confused. Honestly, I'm confused. F4 looks like a good move in the long run, right? And maybe we can just push these pawns, perhaps. Yeah, King F2 says Lily. I think so. Yeah, you can maybe play King F2 also, just safeguard the king. I thought about this knight transfer also. I don't know if this could ever happen, but yeah, that looks like a good opportunity for you, Brian. So Razor, some mistake happened here. So maybe what Brian did was correct then. Is that the conclusion here? It's funny also that you never included queen move, Razor, like queen e7 or something. You could have done that also, right? Maybe at some point. Would that make a difference? Maybe then you could take and the sacrifice would be less of an issue, maybe, or I don't know. Like you could put your queen here. Is this maybe better to have the queen there? Oh, bishop takes g6 after king e7. Okay, so bishop takes c6. I take on e3, and you play. Is that bad for black? You put something on e2, I suppose. This knight probably, and I take. Why is this so bad for black? I don't understand. I put my rook on e8 next turn. Yeah, knight e6 and rook e8. Looks okay for black, I think. Black's king is safer, I think. So, anyway, I'm not sure. Interesting. Many options here. Many options. So, Brian castled, queen e7, and e4. Also looks very thematic. Yeah, you must have been much better, Brian, in this game. Pawn takes, but Phoenix plan, right? Knight a6, a3, just stopping knight b4. Makes perfect sense. Rook d8. Okay, I can see the idea. If e5, you want to play knight takes e5. Yeah. So this was seen by Brian, who played queen e2 for that reason. Rook e8, rook e1. e5 has to come, right, at some point. It came also, e5. Oh, I see. It all came here. e5, knight e6. Now we want to bring a knight to e4. So, yeah, Ryan, you're at least, from what I can see, you're playing all the moves that I would also consider. I don't know if that's good or bad, but basically I would have done the same thing. Sometimes you can, avoid a trade, right? You could avoid a trade. Would that make any sense? The knight is like blocking also, no? I don't know if this would make any sense and play knight e4 next turn. Maybe a very abstract move, knight knight here. I don't know if it's a good move. But yeah. Anyway, Brian took instead. Queen takes and knight e4. Yeah, white must have been better in this game. But okay, you fought well here, Razor. Razor fought very well. You can see Razor is preparing to take on d6. So Brian played queen c2. Yeah, we can understand every move in this game. Knight e5. Now there is a fork coming up on e3. Knight h5, knight e4. Yeah, interesting. Queen d2. Yeah. Wow, look at that move. I could not find it. Anyone, what's the point here? I will quiz you on this, okay? I will quiz you. I want to see if people are awake or asleep here. So let's do a fast quiz here. You get only 20 seconds. It seems everybody got this right. Fastest was Chess Crusher. Okay, Chess Crusher. If I can find you, I will pick you, Chess Crusher. But I can't find you. Yeah, you can raise your hand, Chess Crusher, and I will pick you. Okay, Chess Crusher alert. Okay. So, of course, we could not take on f6. Are you there, Chess Crusher? Yeah, we take the rook move somewhere, and we are mated. 17 seconds left, I see. Exactly. But, okay, Razor is not forced to take back, right? So Razor played instead queen g4. And now it's hanging here and it's hanging there. Maybe it's deteriorating a little now, the position. Now it's not that simple anymore. King g8, rook 1, rook f8. Yeah, good defender, Razor. Now good defender. Queen d3, something's going on over here. I can see Brian's ideas. Rook e6. Now it smells like white's completely winning. Rook takes, knight takes f7. Oh, you took like that. This looks like it's a candidate move, right? To play knight h6. Am I missing something? Oh, queen takes e6 is mate. Sorry, Brian. Sorry. Oh, this is how you could have won the game. Oh, how terrible then. But interesting game. Yeah, well played game. It's a blitz game. Don't forget, guys. We're playing blitz here, right? Don't expect any scientific perfect games. Oh, I see. some kind of tactical intermezzo here. Knight h6, king h7. Wow. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in this position. Yeah, if you can take this queen, but that queen hangs also. Maybe the endgame is better for you, Brian. I have a feeling that this is completely winning for white. If you go for the endgame, right? Like takes and send the king. These endgames with what was his name? Not Rubinstein, I forgot. Botvinnik, yeah, Botvinnik endgames. Botvinnik endgames can give us an active king. This looks like hopeless for black, I must say. You have more space and so on. What about knight takes b2 after king d2? Yeah, then I thought we could maybe give the check. This check, probably Racer. No, this check. Yeah, I think you're down and out in this position, right? I go this way, and I guess I start take your pawns or something. Yeah, like that. Wouldn't white be completely winning here? I'm one pawn up, but look at the monster pawn I have here. Yeah, I'm winning here easily, bringing up the king and so on. That's what I believe, at least. Yeah, you can take this pawn. It's on the house, right? You can take this. I won't even bother to take that pawn. I'll play king e4 and give you the check and play d5. And yeah, something like that. Yeah, let me know if I blunder something. No, I was trying to stop the... Oh, you have rook takes e5, maybe. I knew I would blunder something. You have this, maybe. Oh, you guys are very tactic now. Can we do my game? Yeah, we will do your game. Oh, king d4 maybe wins. Okay, something happened here later. Yeah, some kind of tactical nuclear disaster here later in this game. Yeah, you tricked Ryan here in the end, Racer, but I would say white was better in this game. Yeah, well played game. Very well played. Yeah, congratulations to both of you. You played a good game. Ryan was always better, it seemed, and the Racer was always defending very cautiously. What can I say? Like for Racer, what would be the... Could I give you like any other recommendation here? You never have a chance to play c5, right? My favorite move, c5. Yeah, I think it's just a better position for white. This position is just better for white. That's what I would believe. So it is probably quite tricky to play this with black. I put my bishop on e6, Racer, just for your information. I don't know if it was better or worse, but at least it didn't get blocked like that later on. How do you share your games? Yeah, you have to do what people are doing here. Okay, who was next? I'm coming back. Yong Jiao, you're the next one? It seems, right? Yeah, remember we were saying that the games, they need to be like fairly well placed, no? To find your games, go to your profile. You go to your profile and you pick the game. And you share me the link, okay? That's all you need to do. Okay. Brilliancy versus Yong Jiao. I'm doing my best here to download the game. So wait for me one moment, and we are coming after the game now. Okay, let's see. Choose a PGN file, and we go for Brilliancy versus Yong Jiao. Okay. After that, Vish, I think. Yeah, please, somebody, we need some kind of secretary here or something. Somebody can keep track of which is the next game to look at. So, okay, Brilliancy versus Yong Jiao. Here we go. Yong Jiao played a move which we did not cover. I cannot understand this move. I hate to be negative, Yong Jiao, but I have a question only for Yong Jiao. How many squares can the bishop touch from c8? Anyone? How many squares does it control, the bishop? 5, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Question: when the bishop goes to e6, what happens with the range of this bishop? How much does the range? Still 5, and still very much the same squares. So that's, I would say, is the reason not to play this move. There are some exceptions, of course. I could take some other... I don't want to do that now, but take some other openings where you could do this. But here I would not... It's a low priority move. Very often the bishop would like to go here. There are some cases where you would play like that. So I would not play that here. Yeah, bishop f5, exactly. You have much more squares now. Exactly, the bishop is more active. Good thinking, Happy Pawn and Racer. Mecha Mortis, exactly. So please try to be logical, no? Be logical. When you play bishop d6, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you play bishop d6, you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So it's a big difference. Anyway, bishop e6, bishop d3, knight e7, knight f3. So in the end, brilliancy goes for the typical setup here. And c5, wow, that looks like you're playing with fire. Knight b5, what was your idea, Young Jal? We're wondering. Rook c8, I guess, is your next move here, right? I can't think of a better move. Rook c8. And this is a good cheapo that Young Jal had prepared, especially for this game against brilliancy. But brilliancy doesn't need to play like that now. We can play something less brilliant. I don't know, would you castle maybe? And I'm thinking seriously of taking the bishop pair, right? To do something like this. And I'm very fond of the bishop pair in general. No, I really like this kind of bishop. So I don't know. I'm not convinced, Young Jial, by your opening in this case. And we cut the king. So in my opinion, it was better just to develop. When you play this, by the way, you would probably be about to play knight h5. They might go h3 and you castle, and they castle, and white will be slightly better. I think this is a good situation for the minority type, by the way. Anyway, c5 was played, castles, bishop e7, h3, okay, to keep the bishop open, castles, rook c1. Computers would play this here, right? This is what the computer loves to do, grab space like that. And then you could try to blow in the center, no, with e4. But I think black is okay in this position, in any case. But okay, nothing of this happens. Yeah, computer loves space, you're right, Nicole. Queen c2 looks slightly awkward to put the queen there. You could also go for the IQP structure, right? Brilliancy. You could play something like that, maybe send the knight to d4. That's a juicy square. If they take, we say thank you, we bring the rook. And I think white is for choice here in this position. So that will be my piece of advice, just to fix the IQP. No? Exactly, a kite king Sam. After queen c2, they can play c4. I don't know, did they do that in the game? No, they played in the game rook c8 first. Okay. At least we cannot say that Young Jial is lagging in development, no? Good development so far. And so is also brilliancy. Bishop f5 was played in the game, a6. So last chance to get the IQP. Yeah, I'm dying to take this pawn, brilliancy. I will play like that. I will send my other rook to d1, some slight pressure on this pawn. I don't know what would happen here. Yeah, you could play something like knight e4 maybe. I don't know what's going on here. Can you play like that? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyone with a sharp tactical eye. Maybe there is bishop takes. Oh, maybe, no. Maybe you can take like that and ruin their pawn structure or something. Well, I don't know. Looks kind of okay for black, right? Knight x5, says Racer. Can you play that? Here. Wow, that's a crazy move. But I can take like that, Racer. Or what am I missing? I must be missing something, no? Knight f6. But you're not doing your mathematics, are you? I can take back with the knight, I think. Or no? I'm a piece up now, Racer. Or what happened? I think we got seduced by beauty here. But okay, we can agree that white has some more pressure now. White should be slightly better in this position. Those of you with a huge tactical talent, you can look into this also. But I don't know if it works. No? If you could do something like that. Not so clear, no, not so clear. Maybe it doesn't really work. No, I don't think it works. No. I was also seduced by beauty here. Play something like that. Yeah, I don't know, Nicole, what's going on here. Can you play like that? Looks kind of interesting. Many things are possible, no, in this position, it seems. We can come back to the bishop d5 maybe. Yeah, we can go back to the game. Bishop takes a4. Okay, you want to stop b5, I suppose. But I get the feeling black is very active now. Take maybe on d4. Knight b6, interesting move also. Aha, the knight is coming to c4. Queen g6. Okay, here you can dodge this threat in a different way, right? You played king h8. Anyone proposal for black? How can we stop this threat? Exactly, Racer. Queen e8, I think that's a good move. Queen takes and we're just trading off. And I think black is already a little better in this endgame. Black looks fine to me. Okay, what happened here? Knight e5. Oh, now it's interesting, this game. Now there is a fork coming up on d6. I see. Oh, so quickly it's tactics maybe. Oh, it's tactics, brilliancy. Bishop d6, that's a brilliancy, yeah. Wow, you guys have a really high level, no? You saw this whole sequence. Yeah, good for you. Queen g3 sets Mezza Mortis, but this looks very good for white, right? Yeah, so white must have been clearly better, if not winning in this case. I would maybe have played, oh, you don't play b3, knight e2 and taking. That's why you play the rook c2. But now I guess brilliancy Young Jal played b6. I understand. Yeah, got a little complex, no? This game got a little complex. Now, careful. There's going to be some problem on the file. What happened here? You lost a game at this. Uh-oh. This is not good for... not good for white. I'm sorry. Yeah, then you're lost here. Oh, that's a sad end to the story. You won a pawn? Maybe we shouldn't have taken that pawn. Interesting. Chess is never what it looks like, no? It's always more complex. Bishop takes. I guess this is the critical moment then. Any other propositions here? You played a materialistic move, hanging on to the pawn. You shouldn't have done that, right? D takes e5, says Nicole and Can King Sam. Yeah, I guess knight c4 is coming anyway. Wow, it really looked good for for black. I can see a funny tactic here. Anyone? Can you see my funny tactic? What is it that I want to play here? Yeah, just to see if everybody's awake. Just to see if everybody's awake. Could you win this endgame? You get only 25 seconds. Yeah. Exactly. Pop Fisher and everyone else who got this right. You're good with tactics. There was a game like that in the Olympiad. Maybe you saw it. MVL with white and Vitugov with the black pieces. He got an endgame like this, like extra pawn and pawn on both flanks. And he was able to win it, MVL. You should check out that game. I will write it in the chat. MVL versus Vitugov in the Olympiad, right? I used 4 seconds. Yeah, good for you, Nicole. I feel morally obliged to ask you about the solution here. Nicole, please go ahead. What could white play here to win the pawn? Cheap tactic, the rook is hanging, so we could take, and you would get the kind of endgame that MVL had. And he did something like that. The opponent, yeah, Vitugov at some point brought the rook. Maybe he played something like that, and yeah, MVL brought in the king and so on. He took his time and he did something like this, and he managed to smoke out the rook somehow. Anyway, maybe that's a better choice than brilliancy. We should have played D takes e5 instead. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe now, but there might be something else here also, right? Black could play something like rook d8 and take the pawn. So yeah, I was probably being a little too optimistic. There should be something better. I would not give up on bishop takes. Knight c4. Last try here. There should be something for sure for white. Knight d1 looks terribly passive now. Bishop a3, says Lily. Yeah, if that tactics works, b4. No, I don't think b4 is better. Bishop a3. But it's sad to play that move, right? It hurts my eyes to play a move like that. Maybe they can go rook c7 and they have this coming up. Yeah, black got a lot of compensation now in this game. Yeah, maybe we got seduced by beauty, brilliancy. But that was, you know what I think? You could have played like this maybe. You could start with this one instead. Is that a smarter move order? So that they can't take, right? And when they send a knight somewhere, we play b4. Yeah, I'm not sure. You can also play b3 maybe now. No, then there is 92. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm just saying maybe it's more flexible to wait with bishop d6. But I'm not sure. a5. Oh, a5 maybe. Yeah, what are we doing now? I can't use my trick now with bishop d6. No, it doesn't seem to make too much sense. Yeah, I feel like black is okay here, honestly. Wow, what a tricky game now. Yeah, we can continue. Maybe you guys want to see some other game instead. But I think it was an interesting game. Yeah, the opening was maybe not perfect, Yongjiao, but you came better in the second half of the game. You came back, right? I would say that those of you who have played this kind of position, just get used to taking the IQP and play against the IQP. I think that's the best recipe for white in these positions. Just take and start putting pressure on this pawn or something. Yeah, nice game. Okay, I'm in for the next game. Who is next in turn here? Vish. All right, Vish. I think you were next. I click on this game. I'm just closing some of the other games. Which game did I get now? I got... who is playing here? Sorry. Ryan versus... Is it Ryan again? Yeah, I think so, Vish, right? That's the game you're saying. It ends with 0-7. Yeah, this one. Okay. Sure, I'm bringing up the game now. Let's see. Brian was white. Let me see. Load PGN. Brian was right. Here we are, right? Then, yeah, thanks, Pop Fisher, for keeping track of who is next. So, this is our next game, Brian with white, and this playing a very solid way. Yeah, I think I had a game like this myself also. I played like that with black. I thought this was a safe way to play. By the way, Brian, if I go bishop g4 here, white is Brian, black is Vish, I think. I could play this, right? I wonder what you had in mind here. Queen b3, something like that. But looks scary, no, to play like that. Or you were just gonna play h3 and queen b3. I wait, have the okay. Yeah, queen b3 is interesting now, and I would play bishop takes. By the way, if you play this, I'm afraid there is this nasty move, and black wins, right? So don't even think about taking that pawn, please. You take back, exactly, Racer. Yeah, you take back, like computer style. We're not afraid of double pawns and so on. Yeah, what would I play here in this position? Yeah, I need to defend that pawn, right, in some way. But I don't want to put my queen there. I don't want to push the pawn. I want to play knight e7 next turn. What if I play it now, by the way? May I play like that? You can just take the pawn, and I claim that I can take on b2. Is this bad for black? King h1 and rook g1 says happy pawn. Yeah, probably not now when the rook is there, but I see what you mean as a plan now. General plan. Knight b5, says Nicole. Yeah, now it's getting hot now. Now I can start an attack on my side. Wow, it looks like we're back in the tournament now. You're playing for this. I'm coming over here. You're taking my rook. I'm taking on f3. Can you see that clearly, Nicole? I cannot see it clearly. What do you think, Nicole? Knight c7. Yeah, who said A has to say B, right? Okay. But it's fun to do this when you're analyzing. Actually, I can make a draw with knight. No, wait a little. No, you have queen and coming back. Yeah, I found a way to lose the game. Yeah, I won't do that. I will take like that. Oh, beautiful. You bring the queen back, right? Back, yeah, exactly, Racer. What a genius. Bringing back the queen. Oh, extremely clever. And black is dead lost here. Yeah, good analysis, guys. Yeah, you're being very clever with defensive play. Excellent. So, Nicole, your variation seems to work, right? As far as I can see. So I cannot take that pawn. And then I should probably not play like that. Yeah, I don't know what to play then. I don't want to put my queen here because I know you will do this nasty tactic to me. So I don't know what to play. Rook e7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that move. Anyone who understands this? b6 say, but the move I didn't want to play. Maybe we should play that. Okay, happy pawn says king h1 comes. Okay, I go knight e7, rook d1. I put my knight over here. I think black is kind of okay in this position. Actually, I can use your move later with c5, right? Whoever said that. Yeah, I think black is okay here. That would be my wild guess. If white can bring a knight to e5, they have a good position, but that will take some time. f4, I will try to strike with c5. I like black's position here, to be honest with you. I have a safer king, and I have dynamics and so on. So anyway, who knows? If you wanted to stop this, Brian, you could, of course, have played, even here, you could have played h3 if you wanted, and then play knight f3. This is not a bad move, I think, in this structure. But okay, never mind. Let's continue. Rook b1, Brian goes for the, what's the name of it? The minority attack. a6 was played in the game, b4, b6. That move I don't understand, Vish. Why would you play like that? Mouse slip, or what happened? It's hard to understand. Can't you just continue with the normal stuff? You send a knight over and play knight e4 and you go for an attack? Or no? Like this and that and b5 and take and send the knight. Maybe he's going b5. But Vish, you're not here. Maybe you could tell us. It's always interesting to hear what the players have to say. Okay, we don't know. But this is not part of conventional Karlsbad play, no? The move b6. Yeah. Very suspicious plan. I'm sorry. And b5, Brian, I guess you didn't want to play that due to c5. So you took instead on a5. But I think white's better here. I think white is better. Queen c2 was played in the game, targeting this pawn. Bishop a6. Aha. Yeah, very logical play by Brian. Now the pawn is a slight weakness now. g6, solid move to give the king some extra space. h3. Wow, everyone is falling asleep here, I think, seeing this game. Sorry about that, guys. That's how the card structure works, right? Knight e1, nice maneuvering by Brian. We talked about this, like the perfect square for the knight in this structure. c5, black is waking up. Dynamics coming up next here. Knight d3. So if c4, you can see that Brian's knight is probably going, well, it could go that way also, but I thought it was going this way, and we have some ideas like targeting this pawn and so on. Knight e4 was played in the game. Yeah, I think you have played well, both of you, but I will take white here. My wild guess is that I take on c5 first, so that if black takes back, we take on e4. We fix this weakness now. Could we take that pawn, by the way? Is it poisoned? Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it. I want to play like that. My next move is rook d1, and I want to bring my knight to d5. I like this position for white, guys. I would take this with white if I have a chance. Maybe, no? So that's maybe, Brian, something you could have done instead. Knight b5 was played in the game, queen b8, f3, knight g5. Now there is tactics alert on this side, right? Something's going on over here. D takes e5, D takes e5, h4. Aha, Brian has seen that. If knight takes, there is probably something like knight takes f3 and queen g3. Very dangerous. Aha, we understand. So you played instead h4, kicking away the knight e6, f4. But I think Vish has played very well now. Rook takes a4. We can't. There is a discovery here. Oh, I see. Rook takes, there is knight c3 discovery. Okay, very clever. So move the queen instead, hitting the pawn on h4, and rook takes a4. Yeah, what more can you wish for, Vish? You have a big advantage here, right? Big advantage. Knight c3, rook c4. But Brian is fighting back. Now the pawn is hanging. Aha, this would be too much now. No, I'm just joking. We can't play a move like that now. It would be crazy. Queen b3 and so on. But it looked funny to pin both knights at the same time. Rook takes e3. We have a sacrifice there. So maybe you should just have moved the rook, Vish. Just move the rook and go back. And yeah. Looks okay for black, no? Looks okay. I guess people are falling asleep here. I have never seen the chat as quiet as today. Knight e4. Nice knight in the middle. Aha. Queen d7. Tactics coming up. Yeah, I think everybody is falling asleep here. Knight c4. Queen b7, targeting the king from afar. Knight a5, queen b2. Yeah, this was a complex game for sure. Rook b1, trading pieces when we're up material. Yeah, looks like black is always having some counterplay, but maybe it's not enough. Careful with the queen now. Careful with the queen. g4, Brian had prepared. Queen takes f4 was coming, right? In that case. Maybe, no? So they played instead knight e3, h5, knight f2. Yeah, this was a long game. Maybe we should make a break here and just say that it's a very interesting game. Black had some compensation and so on, but I suppose white won this game in the end. Aha, smart move by Brian. So I think maybe it's a fortress if we trade off one rook, right? If you trade off one rook, I'm pretty sure it's a fortress. But that wouldn't happen, right, Brian? How do you win this, by the way, Brian? I'm curious. I want to see how you win this. I'll move my rook somewhere. Okay, we need a... Where is Brian, by the way? Brian is here somewhere? Or somebody would like to... We need 2 volunteers. Somebody who hasn't talked too much today. Mezza Mortis, all right. You want white or black, Mezza Mortis? Where is Mezza Mortis? Black, okay. But Mezza Mortis takes black. I just can't. If everybody is sending message, I cannot pick any player. Where is Mezza Mortis? Raise your hand. You get the black pieces, okay? Let's see if Mezza can make a draw here in this position. Yeah, I can't see you. Okay, Mezza Mortis. Okay, who takes white? Beta chess. Okay, beta chess. Beta chess left. It says here. Yugoslavian Berserker. All right, you're the lucky one. You get the white pieces. All right, guys. Get your popcorn and we're ready to enjoy the show. Go for it. Yugoslavian, trade off the rooks. Yeah, interesting. At least we can understand White's plan, right? They have a clear plan here of trading rooks. But that won't happen, says... who is playing black here? Mezza Mortis. I would have traded the rooks, you know. It's funny, you and me, we have different philosophies. I would have just traded them and then just waited with King F8. But okay, it's a free world. You can do whatever you like. So make your bets. Attack f6, says Razor. Oh, I see. Attack f6. Yeah, maybe you should do that. Rook b8 threatens. Oh, he actually played it. Nice. I wanted to see if it was a draw. I could not understand how white could ever win this. If we just play passively with black. How could white ever win this? Yeah, chat is so healthy and quiet. Can I try next? No, we won't do this anymore. Just once. White cannot win this, right, guys? It's a perfect fortress. But okay, we are learning by doing. White can win by magic. Yeah, that's the only chance. G4, maybe you can try that, Razor. Yeah, at some point. But still, I can take on G4 and check you and come back with the knight, right? G4 takes, knight h6, king f3, knight h5, knight f5, sorry. What do you gain from that? Yeah, many fortresses with knights versus rook. The check and coming back, right? How on earth is white gonna win this? I don't understand. We had some classes on fortresses, by the way, some time ago. Oh, nasty move. Good idea by who is playing white here? Who was white? I don't remember anymore. Who did I give the white pieces? Yugoslavian Berserker. Yeah, exactly. Yugoslavian has an idea, sack on f5, but Mecha is not letting it happen. Yeah, don't go to e4 with the king. Whatever you do, please don't go to e5. e4. So you see, guys, he's not making any progress here. No progress in this game. Let me. I don't know. Okay, we can have one more try. Yeah, nothing happens here, right, Yugoslavian? You're not making any progress in this game. I'm very sorry. The judge has given their verdict. There is no progress in this game. Yeah, okay. After that, we can safely shake hands, right? Or no? 97. Yeah, even that. And it's going to be a draw this game. Bring the king to g6. Rook, f5. Interesting. Maybe starts to sweat now. Who's playing back in this game? Mecha. Smart move, no? Smart move. But still, how can white progress from here if you just do nothing? If you do nothing, bring the king to h6, for instance. How could they progress if you bring the king to h6? I'm wondering. Because they cannot... one of white's pieces needs to defend the pawn, right? One of the pieces must defend the pawn. May I be white? Can I be white? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody wants to play black. The other way you should go with the king, I think. No? Or that doesn't matter. I would go the other way around with the king. Yeah, exactly. So I have access to g5, right? Rook d7. Yeah, what's going on here? I was supposed to be white last game, but you said I left the meeting. Yeah, you left the meeting. I clicked on you and you were not in the meeting. I'm sorry. Black says requiz. Okay, let's do one. Yeah, hurry up then, guys. Hurry up. Yeah, so we can look at some other game also. I don't get picked a lot. But I said the requiz already. Yeah, I don't see any progress in this game. Can we call it today or is there anything left you want to do? King d5, giving up the pawn. Yeah, you don't need to take the pawn, right? Who is playing here? Who is black? Mecha. You don't need to take it now. You can just come. Why don't you go to h? Sorry, I'm messing a little with the game, but why don't you go up this way? I don't understand it. But okay, yeah, you wanted to go this way. Sorry, please continue. Oh, because rook d6. Oh, I didn't see that. Interesting. But I think even that would be a draw. But okay, never mind. Knight takes f5. Yeah, even without the pawn, it's a draw, right? Even without the pawn, it's a draw. These two guys, they stick together. Yeah, you will never win this Yugoslavian. Yeah, good try. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, let's see who else wanted to play this. Yeah, we will revoke white. Thanks, that was a draw. I said requiz, you get the black pieces, okay? Requiz wanted the black pieces, and who wanted the white pieces? Yeah, Not Razor, because we already saw your game. Sui random. All right, Sui. Sui hasn't said too much today, so we will see how Sui will take home this game, okay? So far, my theory that it's a draw has been correct, but we will see. Sui, you're next to try. Where are we? Here, right? Knight f5. Okay, Sui, it's all yours. Requiz, good luck also. Please play quickly, guys, because we were supposed to check the games today, right? Sui, we're waiting. We're waiting. You can move the pieces now. Okay, Sui moved already. Okay, who is playing? Requiz, yeah. King h8, strange move. But it's still okay for black, right? Yeah, nothing happens here, right? It's just scaring you a little. Aha, it's just scaring you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Back and forth. Rook takes f5-1. Really? We are doing fortresses today, right? Fortresses. Sui sack on f5. Sui should have sacked instead of d7. Really? Yeah, I don't think so. That's a strange move by Sui. Tempting to play rook e8 now, right? Why did he put the rook there? There must be some special idea. But careful, now he's then coming back and trying to mate you if you go and take this pawn, right? Be a little careful. Yeah, don't play. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Sui, some action now, some action, please. Yeah, g4 you have to play, right, Sui? Else nothing happens here. But then he will just take and play knight h6 or knight e3. So I don't know. Maybe you have some smart idea here, Sui, but I can't see it. d4. Okay, action. Okay. But of course, with two rooks, it's more tricky now because there are mating ideas and so on if the knight moves away. So, still hard to understand how Sui will make this work, but he might have some idea here. Rook d5. Oh, h5, interesting. Maybe that's the best try. And go and pick up the pawn. Interesting. Oh, no picking up the pawn. Okay. Interesting. King d5, I guess he's go back with the knight now. He can go back to f5 or what? Or is Sui making progress here somehow? Not clear to me what's going on here. But it's clear to me what black should play. That's an easy question. Sui making progress? Yeah, probably. Oh, I think I missed this actually. Yeah, nice move, Sui. You won the game, I think. Bravo. Yeah, very clever. Why did this happen? Okay, Sui, congratulations. How did this happen? Yeah, thanks to, who was it? Requiz. So interesting. Maybe that's the right way to make a draw then. So we should trade off the rooks with black, right? So we played rook d7 and we never got a chance to trade. I wonder what that means. If we had some other smarter way of playing, like could I put my rook here instead maybe? So I restrict the king. Sui would play this and I would play something like that. What do you think, Sui? Could I play like that maybe? You have something smart here. I'm basically just waiting for you, right? I'm waiting for you. If you go king f3, maybe I can go rook e3 and so on. Okay. I don't get any moves from Sui. I suppose he's calculating. Okay. Yeah, now I go back, of course. I don't want to get mated. So maybe I should keep my rook there, just to be annoying, no? Rook b6. Oh, interesting move. Maybe that's the best move. Rook b6. And now I need to defend this guy. And I have to do it with rook f8. Yeah, well, we were talking about something completely different, no? But okay, I have a theory then. I could play something like knight here, right? Knight there, maybe. I don't know. Do I get suksa? My point was that I will hold up g4 now. I'll hold up g4. And I'll make king moves now, king moves. And when the rook comes back, I'm coming back myself. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I'm coming back then. I'm coming back, of course. And now if you move up to the rook, I will play like that, right? Or I cannot do that. Rook f5. Rook f5. Yeah, I move my king somewhere then. Like king here. Am I afraid of this? No, you're trapping your own rook, I think, if you play that. You can't do that, I think. Or can you? Rook d3. Okay. To play g4, I guess. So maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right, Sui. You can try to win the game like this. It's perhaps possible, no? Or perhaps not. I'm actually not sure. I think you just missed to play rook e3, rook e8 in the game. Who was playing? Request now. You kept the rook there, and it was very hard for white to progress. Yeah, king f8 was probably bad. What happened, Racer? Racer is saying something very important, it seems. Please share with us, Racer. What would you like to say? Instead of rook b5, g4. Instead of rook b5, g4. g4. Yeah, I cannot. I understand. I cannot play this, unfortunately. I have to play like that instead. So I guess you're right. But okay, I'm giving you a check and I'm coming back, Racer. So what did you gain from that? h5 now. Oh, rook f7. Rook f7. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you can play that. I would have to play rook e6 then. But I admit that it's getting hot now. It's getting more and more complex to defend here. Yeah. Now I cannot play 96 because then he's playing that, right? Well, I could play it now, but it gets a little complex if I play like that. Yeah, I don't like this for black. I would rather avoid it if I could. Or shouldn't I avoid it? Or what? I think so, yeah. So, yeah, I'll play rook e6 instead. You got to go h5. If black defends like Magnus, then we can maybe not win this. But against other opponents, perhaps we can save this. My point is at least that without the rooks, it should be fairly easy to make a draw. But with two rooks, Sui will torture us in this endgame. Yeah, if you play rook h7, I would play... would I give the check and then come back? I'll give the check, Sui, and I will hit you like this, right? Just to see how you defend the pawn, maybe. Or you want to go to... Oh, now you're coming back. Yeah, then I'm also coming back, right? Or no? So I don't know what white gained from this. h5. Yeah, I'm taking on h5. Yeah, now I should be able to make a draw, right? Only one pawn left. Or no? Anyway, yeah, I'm taking your time with this, guys. But interesting. Why? How did we even continue? Yeah, sorry about that. I lost the notion of time and space for a moment here. Very interesting. Yeah, how did this happen? We looked at this endgame. Yeah. Okay. I understand. I was just saying to you, whoever was playing this game, that this square looked like nicer for the knight. No, like a good square. But okay, you play 96 and this was difficult. Yeah, then it was like a suicide. Okay, next game. Who is next? Somebody had a list here. All right. Who was next? Santos. Okay, Santos. I'm clicking on your game now. But it's Infinity again. Oh, no, we haven't had Infinity. No, that's a new student. Okay. I just want to make sure that we look at different people's games. So give me a moment. I'll try to download this game. It takes some time for me to do this. I don't know why. I'm really doing my best, but it's not coming up. It's doing analysis. Oh, that's why it's... No, I don't need to analyze it. That's what we will do, of course. Yeah, now it came up. So next game here coming up. I think we'll do this game and maybe one more, and then we're done for today. So make your votes for which would be the last game. We are looking at Infinity versus Santos. All right. Here we are. It was Celicia. All right. So anyway, we're back. We have the same opening as in Brian's game. Oh, they played bishop g4. I like that move, Santos. Very active choice. Queen b3 was proposed also. I think what you can also do here, Infinity, you can play bishop d3. And at some stage, you can play queen c2, and you can have them take, because now you can castle long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this, I think it's better than the other line. And you quickly play king b1 and... Well, I'm actually not so sure, but it looks like it's interesting at least to play this. Maybe, no? But, okay. Anyway, if the king is on 8 on g1, then it's not so nice maybe to double the pawns. Queen c2 was not played. We're in the game now. Bishop e2, 97, h3. Yeah, this was like, sorry, Infinity. That move is not not according to book. Not a good place. Not a good place for the queen in the Carlsbad structure. Now, please, that looks like a mouse flip now, because what on earth is the queen doing there? It belongs on c2, for instance, or somewhere else. Rook b1, b4, standard plan. I don't know if there is anything better. Queen d2, a6, rook c1, rook e8, knight e1. Interesting, looking for the perfect square. Bishop d6. Okay, very high level play. Black is ready to take. Oh, both players know what they want here. I see. Bishop d3. Rook d8. Knight e4 maybe you could play here, Santos, because if bishop takes, pawn takes, what happened to this guy? Trying to apply some kind of logic now, looking at where your opponent's pieces are and things like that. I don't know how this knight is coming back to action. So maybe now you could play knight e4. Of course, they can play something else, but maybe you could play like Pittsburgh style, right? With f5. Okay, it's a pity the rook was already committed, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I like black's position here too, Metza Mortis. Anyway, nothing of this happened. Yeah, because rook d8. Yeah, that's also a move, Santos, that, yeah, you have to be like world champion to understand this move. What can happen on the d file here? Nothing that I can see. But, okay. You could also play maybe like this and send the rook in that way. Like we saw Harlov play, right? We saw a game like that. Anyway, nothing of this happened. Nimzovic's mysterious rook on d8. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight e3. g5. Wow, that's a nice move. I like it. Smart move. Pushing the doubled pawn. Interesting. g3, knight h5. Another move that I have some difficulties understanding. I guess this is what's coming now, but you could also play g6, king g7, and rook h8, right? And put some pressure on this side. Oh, Sui, you're copying me, or I'm copying you. I don't know. This looks very nice for black. And I mean, white's, where is white's play in this game? Whenever you go b4, maybe they will play something like knight b6 and send the knight and close with b5. So looks very unpleasant to play this with white. Some kind of lack of plans now with the white pieces. Yeah, you should have gone for the minority attack long time ago, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's see, knight e3, g5, g3, knight h5, some kind of cheap tactics coming up. King g2, correctly defending. f5, okay, we go all in here. Yeah, interesting choice. a4, that's a surprising move at this stage of the game. What else could white have played here? Yeah, this is maybe coming very soon. Queen e2, maybe hit the knight just to see where it's going. But maybe just g6 now, and they just protect it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a bad feeling about white's position here. It's like a dream scenario for black when you play the Carlsbad structure, right? Okay, a4, f4, g4, pawn takes a3. Oh, there are troubles coming up now. This is not advisable for white. Yeah, some kind of lack of prophylaxis in this game from white's side. Yeah, this is game over, no? Pawn takes, rook f8. Yeah, very good execution by Santos. Bring all the pieces to the party. The queen is targeting the g3 square. There comes the other rook. And yeah, it was game over. Yeah, not a bad game, Santos. No, not a bad game. You took your chances and you played very well. White got invaded, exactly. Okay, not a right way to play with white. You need to be a little more active. Who kept track of the last game? Which is the last game to look at? Xalicia. All right, Xalicia, tell us, where is your game? We are waiting for your game. I hope it's as interesting as this game. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Let me turn off the engine. It takes some time to load the game because it's putting some kind of computer analysis that I don't like. But okay, now I think I can bring it up. Let's see. Let's close this window. Wow, why it takes a long time to load it? Oh, I must have misclicked, guys. Sorry. How did this happen? Wait for me one moment. Yeah, Xalicia coming back again. Okay. RKDK was playing in this game also. Interesting. Yeah, coming up next. Here we are. Back to the PGN. Choose a PGN file. Xalicia with the white pieces and RKDK playing black. Yeah. Knight f3, bishop f5, e3, queen b6. Interesting, very aggressive move by RKDK, targeting the b2 pawn. Queen c1. I guess there was no other good way of defending, unless you want to give up that pawn, but I can't really see how that's gonna happen. So, yeah, queen c1, knight e7, and a3. Bishop e7, normal play, I think, so far. Bishop e2. It's a strange queen now, because also at some stage it can be hit by, right? It can be hit later, this queen. So maybe it has pros and cons, this idea. c5. Oh, we go for the IQP structure now. Knight a4 I think it's coming now, right? No knight a4. Those of us who like to trade off pieces when the opponent has the IQP, we could play knight a4 here now and try to trade off the pieces. I'm not sure where the queen would go. Here maybe. Oh, there are some strange tactics here also with b4, but b4 there's maybe knight b3. Yeah, I think you should just take, and they can take like this, I think. So I think you will get some kind of dream endgame here, Salisha. No, I don't know if this is your taste, but something like that. Looks like very nice for white. I would play this every day if I could. This endgame with IQP. So yeah, that's my take on this. C5 is not correct here. Now we have to worry about this guy. But nothing happens, says Talisha. Knight e4, blocking and preventing the move knight b3. Bishop g6, b4, knight d3. Oh, I had my eyes on this square. Maybe this is a takeaway for you, RKDK. You put the knight here, you take back with the knight. Please notice I could take like this, but then my bishop will be crying, no? So I take with the knight, and then I try to send the knight to c3 at some point here, like rook c8, and try to put the knight on c3. Okay, he can play rook c1, and I would put my bishop on f6. I don't think black has any particular problems here. Maybe black is even slightly better in this position, but maybe I'm exaggerating. No, that's highly possible. But I kind of like black's position here. Yeah, what would you do next? Maybe you can send the knight like this and so on. a5 is also a good idea. You're right, Mecha. No, you could play that also. Maybe even here you can play a5 and so on. I think you have a very nice position, RKDK. So that would be my piece of advice. As for Salicia, if you want to, you can take the opportunity to trade off more pieces since your opponent has the IQP. So anyway, this didn't happen. They played knight e3 instead. I think this is a wrong concept now. Wrong concept because knights are often smarter in the IQP structure, right? So white is not too sad about trying. I was lost with Brian. I'm reading your conversation. I was lost against Brian. I was very fortunate. He ran into a little trap in the end. So knight e3, I would not play like this. Just takes, and I think white is maybe now white is slightly better again. I would think because of the IQP. This is another move you can play sometimes. I don't know if it's making sense here, but to pin them a little, right? To pin them a little like that, and you have some move like knight a5 coming up also perhaps. Anyway, this is how the game went. h3. Very solid play by Xalicia. All the pieces to the party. I would love to have a knight instead on c4, right? I guess that's one problem here for black. h6. Yeah, knight f5. Is it ever coming or no? No knight f5 in this game. You don't like this move, Xalicia? I have my eyes on this move since a long time ago. Knight f5. Bishop f8, and I'm looking for some tactics now. Like something's happening over here. Or no? Or nothing happens here. Bishop e5 maybe? Maybe the bishop can go to d4. I'm still like waiting for a moment to play something like this and claim that I'm winning, which might be completely wrong, but something like that. Did I miss something, or white has some tricks going on here in this position? Or maybe not. Knight f6 and black is better. Yeah, I think I messed up. Yeah, I probably messed up. So anyway, but you can see there is a potential. Now there is a potential for white's attack. Maybe you can prepare it in some way or something. Anyway, a4 was played in the game. Expansion on the queen side, rook b1, queen a5, takes, knight e2. What is Xalicia doing here? Sending the knight in this direction, maybe. Knight e4. It's like RKDK is taking over now, right? It's taking over. Bishop f6 must be a good move here, RKDK. First things first. But all right, knight c5. You saw some fork there, no? Queen c3. We are in the end game, so we're happy to trade off pieces. Interesting, yeah. Not a bad idea. I wonder if you could have taken here maybe Talicia. I don't like this. Sorry, I don't like this bishop honestly. I would be happy to trade off that bishop, I think. If you take like that, maybe I can include bishop f6. You can probably not take like this because I have knight c3, right? And you have some issues on that side. Or at least I'm thinking so. So maybe you could have traded off this bishop. I think it's just in the way. But anyway, knight c5 and then traded off the queens, bishop f6, a5. What's going on here? Something over here? Oh, this did not happen. Knight b3. This looks like black is winning. If I take the other guy, no. Oh, then you just move the rook. But I'm playing for a win, right? I'm playing for a win, or maybe not. No, it's probably going to be a draw anyway. All right. Yeah, rook c1. Wait, anyone understands this? Is that like a hanging knight? I don't follow. Some kind of tactical blindness here, or what? I don't understand. Oh, no, you're right. Oh, you're much smarter than c2, Santos, you're a genius. You play maybe check first and you put the rook on c2. Extremely clever, no? That's a different story. Knight takes, rook takes. And black stays alive. Interesting. Queen d1 says Razor. Okay, Razor, what happened now? Oh, maybe we're actually lost in this position. Oh, it looked very pretty, your line, Santos. No, it looked very, very nice, your line, but unfortunately it seems it didn't work. Black got, yeah, I think so. But some kind of problem with piece harmony, no, piece harmony. Like the knight is jumping around a lot while we could try to improve the pieces instead. I don't know what would have been better here. Yeah, rook c8. I can actually play rook c8, right? If I want to. They don't have knight e6. Something like that, I think. Bring the pieces first. How many knight moves did you make in this game? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think after f3 already white is having an advantage. Maybe queen g6, as we talked about, right? Maybe you can play like that. Give up a pawn, but you get some counterplay, like knight e5 maybe. But white is better, of course. Yeah, white is better. Yeah, you see, it takes, and rook goes back. But we have some compensation there, I think, with black. Yeah, very complex game. So what was the final part of the story? Yeah, this was the final part of the story. And the knight got kind of trapped in the middle. No, interesting. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Thanks to Chessable, Chess Dojo. Thanks to chess.com, Greg Shahadi at USCS. Thanks to everyone who attended today. See you in 2 weeks. Now, next week, there are no classes because it's Halloween and so on. So see you in 2 weeks, guys. Okay, take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.